In The Truth of Revelation, page 92, Chairman Man-Hee Lee of Shincheonji defines the work of unsealing in Revelation 6 as follows. If the book is opened, even if someone testifies to revelation, but all the actual entities and physical fulfillments written in the book do not appear, what is there to testify? Furthermore, if the physical fulfillment appears, but the book is not opened, by what prophetic word can we testify to the revealed physical fulfillment? Therefore, the work of the book being opened and the work of the physical fulfillment being revealed are inseparable events, possessing simultaneity.
He states the same in The Reality of Revelation, published in 2011 on page 110. When the 7 seals are opened one by one, the recorded events appear one by one as physical fulfillment, and the meaning of the words hidden in parables is unraveled. This is called revelation. According to these two books, a premise is established. Every time a seal is opened, the physical fulfillment of that corresponding event must appear, in order, from the first seal to the second, and then to the third. In other words, the order of unsealing and the chronological sequence of the physical fulfillment's occurrence can never be separated. However, if we apply this formula to the physical fulfillment of the first seal and that of the third seal, a fatal and illogical contradiction arises. Regarding the white horse and its rider that appear when the first seal is opened, Chairman Lee explains in The Truth of Revelation, page 92, as follows. The white horse refers to a physical human being, a worker on earth. Moreover, the rider is Jesus, who is the Holy Spirit. Thus, the Holy Spirit establishes a worker on earth and works through him. In the physical fulfillment of the first seal, the earthly worker whom Jesus uses is none other than Chairman Man-Hee Lee himself.
Next, regarding the scales held in the hand of the rider of the black horse appearing at the unsealing of the third seal, and the physical fulfillment of a quart of wheat and 3 quarts of barley rescued there, Chairman Lee explained in The Truth of Revelation 2, published in 1988 on page 105, as follows. Just as Jesus likened the word to gold and silver, this denarius, silver coin, also symbolizes the word, and those who received the word and were gained are referred to as a quart of wheat, 1 pastor, and 3 quarts of barley, 3 disciples. The 1 pastor, representing the quart of wheat, who is weighed on the scales and barely rescued amidst the judgment of betrayal and destruction, is also Chairman Man-Hee Lee himself. If Chairman Lee's premise that the unsealing of the book and the appearance of the physical fulfillment are inseparable events possessing simultaneity is true, then the following serious contradiction arises. If the physical figure of the quart of wheat weighed by the word and rescued in the physical fulfillment of the third seal is indeed Chairman Man-Hee Lee, common sense and logical causality dictate that only after being rescued and chosen as the quart of wheat could he begin his ministry as the victorious white horse ridden by Jesus. In other words, the third seal event, where he is rescued and selected as a pastor, must take place before the first seal event, where he carries Jesus to work. Why must a worker who has already been fully established as the white horse ridden by Jesus in the first seal reappear in the third seal as a mere quart of wheat that is weighed and barely survives the judgment of the black horse? If the work of unsealing and the appearance of the physical fulfillment are inseparable events possessing simultaneity that occur in chronological order, wouldn't it only make sense for the black horse and its rider to first weigh and determine the quart of wheat, and then, based on that foundation, for the work of the white horse and its rider to unfold? Ultimately, this serves as self-evident proof of the falsehood of their doctrine of physical fulfillment.
In an attempt to justify his own identity by inserting himself into various parts of Revelation, he has created a timeline that utterly collapses under its own logical contradictions.